Well, welcome back everybody. I got a little project I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna dig a little pond right here, I believe. This is on the 27 acres that I purchased 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And this right here has always been pretty much a mud pit. Started pushing it out last year, late fall, right after I put a new undercarriage on that Dozer up there. And, my cousin brought his stepfather's little Mahindra backhoe in here. We dug a couple test holes to see how deep the black muck was, and it was only about a foot deep. After the foot, it was pretty much solid clay and rock. Clay mixed with a lot of rock. That's what all this is right here. All the black muck's pushed farther that way. We'd figured we'd push this out and make a little bit of a levee on down through here, right to here. And might as well let it fill up, make a little pond out of it. It's pretty big natural spring. It runs all year long, even through the toughest drought. We're going to turn it into a pond instead of a muck pit. Maybe put some fish in it. It's not going to be a big one, but it'd be a pretty nice one back here in the woods for the animals, and throw a couple fish in it. So we got a couple soft spots over there. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'll bring the Dozer down here. For the most part, all this feels pretty solid. We got a little bit of a water hole right there, but we'll see what it'll do. I got a soft spot here and right there where I'm going to come down off the hill. This will be the first, well, real dirt pushing on that new undercarriage of this Dozer. Last year I didn't do a whole lot, but see how she works. Them grousers are nice and tall. Hop up on it and see what it'll do. You've been wondering what I was doing. I was getting rid of that black muck from last year. A little windrow there I left, and it's getting down to the good clay. We got good clay right here. It's mixed with a lot of rock, small rock. Almost looks like river rock or something, but creek gravel. But I stripped it all the way down through there. We got a little bit on it yet, but I'm gonna push this way, build a little bit of a levee right here. I really don't want to take these trees out and make the levee over there. I don't want to tear all that up. There's a small ditch over here too anyway. But what I'm gonna do is get the dozer, back it up, and just push this way. Just build a little bit of a levee here, right all the way down along this. It's not gonna be a big pond. I don't know what the size is, but hopefully it'll hold water. If it don't, oh well. But I know there's a proper way to build pond levees and stuff, but I'm not going to get too carried away with it. As long as it'll hold a little bit of water, I don't have maybe a couple feet deep or more, that'd be fine. Just be better than what it was. Here's this soft spot. This is really soft right here. You can see where the dozer went over it. I mean, that's something going on down here. This wasn't a pile like this last year, and it's just like pushed up. I mean, there must be a lot of water right in there. That's like soup. So we'll have to watch that. I don't think I'll get it stuck in here because it's not a big area. But there's another one over there I gotta watch. All this right in here is solid. I'll get back up on it and see what I can do. Well, I think I got some issues with the old 450. See, I've got power problems. I'm not sure what it is. I thought it was, felt like it didn't have as much power anymore. Usually when I'm rolling the dirt up over this blade, I mean, it'll bog down, but it just feels like it's got lost power. And even now, backing up, when I was coming out of here, I started cutting a drainage ditch, because when I started noticing it more, I wanted to cut a ditch here. I don't want this to fill up yet, because I want that to dry out a little bit and track it in. But as I was coming out of here, backing up, it just sounded weak. I think it's been a couple years ago now that I knew my injection pump was failing, because I took a little check ball out of it, and I think I made a video of that, and just getting particles in it. It's from a failing injection pump. So that could be the issue, but I'll look into it when I get back to the house. But while I still got power enough to get out of here, I'm gonna call it quits and go see what it is. So I don't want to break down back here half a mile away from the house, so I want to get it out of here and try it again next time. So I want to go through the troubleshooting process. I'm going to look at the fuel lines and filter. I did replace the filter recently, but then I'll inspect injection pumps. So pack up and get out of here. Maybe next time we'll get it done. Yep, hello everybody. Here I am back here again. About a week later, I tracked the Dozer back home, took the hood off, and the side panels I still got off. I was looking for the problem. I just about didn't have enough power to get back. I found a fuel line that runs from over here and it goes around the back of the engine, and that's rubber going around the back of the engine back to metal line to the injector. It was pinched pretty good. I think it was why it wasn't getting any fuel or no power, losing power. So I bent it to where it wasn't restricting the fuel flow anymore. Then also I changed the two air filters that fit in right there. There's a big outer one and a smaller inner one. They was pretty dirty, and instead of cleaning them out, I just bought two new ones. Wicks brand. They wasn't too bad. And I started it up, and yesterday after I put that on and brought it back here and started pushing again. I pushed a bunch up here and a bunch that way, and it got its power back. So hopefully that was just it. I'm going to start it up and try it again. Also got a injector bleed off kit coming with new seals and steel lines, because the return line on the injectors was leaking. I just ordered new seals and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to start and get back to it. I did this yesterday and it's already started to fill up with water. It's not filling up because I got my drainage ditch. I'm going to push up a bank here, let it settle and dry out, and later on come back with a dozer and pack it in and dam it up right here and throw a pipe in it. So I'll get to it. won't have to worry about sinking the old dozer in the mud. It's right over there. If you could tell in the video, all that noise and bouncing around, I have found solid bedrock. I was wondering how deep bedrock is going to be in this part of the state that I live in southern Ohio, south central southern Ohio. It's not that deep. I've dug holes for towers, fence posts. I hand dug a well and a few other things. It seems to be about 5.5 to 6 foot deep, the first layer of bedrock, and they usually are about 10-inch thick slabs. I mean, it's Ohio sandstone, it's weak, it'll bust up easy. And there's a second layer too, just down up below the first layer. So I'm gonna stop it there. I'm not gonna hammer it out and try to bust it out or nothing. This is just gonna be a small pond, not very deep, just to start some little fish in, you know. That way the deer have a nice water hole instead of a stagnant water hole. But I'll finish pushing the rest of this dirt up right here on the left of the dozer. I'll get it piled up, maybe let it air out. It's muddy. Of course, you can see my pads and sprockets and is all mud, caked clay. This is all clay. Then I'll take some of this once it dries out some and try to push it right over here. Then I'll find hopefully a 12-inch pipe put right here, because this isn't, there's no stream running into this or nothing. This is just runoff. I got a lot of water. It comes out of the bank here, and a lot of water it comes out there. Natural spring runs year-round, and there's a ditch over there, but it's going to miss it. But a 12-inch pipe would be good enough. So it's airing out pretty good. What I put up here yesterday is pretty dry now, but if it holds water, great. If it doesn't hold water, oh well. Pump it out and I put bentonite clay on it or something, which is cheap bags of cat litter from Walmart. Clay cat litter. It was about 97 cents a bag. But that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and push the rest of that, let it set. Another day come back here and fix the dam, make this all level up here and track it in, pack it in, and go from there. Thank you for watching.